Hello, Mark here again. In this video, we'll be looking at basic email etiquette, including how you begin and end your messages. At several points, I'll be asking questions for you to think about, so if you want to take your time over these, please pause the video when I tell you to. You might like to watch with a friend so that you can discuss your answers to the questions together. And for more opportunities to interact or to speak to a Centre for Academic English lecturer about your writing, you can go to go.hearts.ac.uk/academic-english, and you can follow the CAE on Instagram or Twitter to see regular updates on our activities. Well, my first question today is this. When you write emails, do you want to be this student or this one? Feel free to pause and read the two messages and compare if you like. Now I'm going to assume that you'd prefer to write like the second student, and one way to do that is to simply take care and to avoid the mistakes that the first student made. Now, my basic email etiquette advice can be summed up in the 6 points that you see on the screen now. 1. Use your Hearts email address. 2. Provide a clear subject that says what the email is about, not just question, as in this case. 3. Address staff appropriately, more later. 4. Use correct spelling, punctuation and grammar. 5. Don't impose. Don't expect others to do the work that you should be doing yourself, which is maybe what the student is doing in this example. And last but not least, number 6, sign off appropriately. Now, in short, I would give advice here that I think applies to all good writing, which is be precise, be concise, and be respectful. Now, you can find other videos about being precise, concise, and respectful elsewhere on the Centre for Academic English website and on the Centre for Academic English YouTube channel, and we'll explore imposition in further videos on email writing. But for now, let's look at points 3 and 6 from my list. How do we address our reader, and how do we sign off? Here are 9 different ways I've been addressed in emails over the past year. It's common for me to receive a mix of these throughout the year, every year. Hey teacher! Hi Mr. Mark, hi sir, dear sir, esteemed professor, dear Holloway, dear Mr. Mark Holloway, dear Mark Holloway, dear Mark. Now pause the video now if you like and consider my question. Which of these 9 forms of address are appropriate? The answer is very simple. At university, we address each other by our first names. The correct answer was Dear Mark. Now that might seem overly informal to you, but actually a university is not a particularly formal place. Without using first names, it's easy actually to get things wrong by being overly formal or potentially causing offence by getting the person's title wrong. If you haven't met me before and you address me as Mr. Holloway, I wouldn't mind, but when I reply to you, I will sign off as Mark, not Mr. Holloway. And I will expect you to address me as Mark in all future communications. Not Mr. Mark and not Hey Teacher, which always makes me think of the kind of rude people who like snap their fingers at waiters in restaurants. Hey, waiter. Now, if all good writing needs a beginning and an ending, we need a suitable way to end or close the emails that we write. Here are 8 ways to close an email. Again, pause the video if you like, and please consider which of the 8 you prefer and which, if any, are not appropriate. As you can see, you have more choices when it comes to phrases to close an email. Do make sure that you use something, however, and try to avoid spelling mistakes, even though King Regard seems quite nice. I have actually received that many, many times. Again, avoid being overly formal. Sincerely and faithfully are for letters that you send in the post, but not emails. Perhaps one piece of advice, if you're not sure which of these is best for you personally, kind regards, best wishes, best, whatever, have a look at the emails that university staff send to you and look at the closing statements that they use. If you notice in your own, from the teachers that you receive communications with, if you notice one closing phrase occurring more often than others, that might be the one that you choose to use yourself. Okay, so now we know how to begin and end emails. Look out for the next email writing video, in which I will introduce some tasks for you to put all this into practice and to start focusing on the all-important content of your videos. As always, you can find more on the CAE StudyNet site, which is go.hearts.ac.uk/academic-English. And you can also follow us on social media at Hearts CAE on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel too, if you can find it. Okay, thank you very much and see you soon. Bye-bye.